Coming up on today's version of the Art Marketing Podcast, we're talking about running contests on Facebook again, a fourth quarter playbook update, and some essential updates to what we believe is one of the highest ROI marketing tactics in the art world today. What's up, guys and gals? Patrick, thank you so much for listening. So on this podcast, we tend to talk a lot about playbooks, right? The concept of marketing strategies and tactics for specific events. Call it the fourth quarter, like it's coming up, or Black Friday, or Mother's Day playbook. And we're constantly updating these playbooks with sort of the latest and greatest marketing tactics that we feel will help photographers and artists move the needle to be the most effective that they can be with their marketing, and really to only spend time, energy, and effort on what we believe to be the highest leverage activities. So that all comes down to focus. So today's podcast is going to rehash something we've already covered. We're going to update it, and we're going to explain how we're now sort of recommending its inclusion as part of your overall fourth quarter marketing strategy, which is not something we've done before. This is the first time that we've included it sort of in this lens. And really, even if it's independent of the fourth quarter, it's just a fantastic inclusion to your overall marketing strategy anytime, all year. So depending on where you are in your marketing efforts, this might be something that is just out of reach currently. It just is. It might be something that you've been thinking about, but you haven't done yet, or even something that you maybe have already run. But I want to explain why I think there's going to be some value in this episode for wherever you are in your journey, right? So if it's out of reach at this point, running a contest on Facebook just sounds daunting. You're like, there's no way, Patrick, you're out of your mind. This is so technical. Don't worry. It's all good. Even if you miss the fourth quarter, I want this on your radar. I want you to be able to see the inner workings of these things going down. And in the coming weeks, I think if you look at them, you touch them, you taste them, it's going to put you in a great spot to run one, to get started whenever you're ready, even if it's, the middle of the year in 2019. If you're thinking about running one, you've learned a little bit, but you haven't run one yet, hopefully this will give you some clarification of the process and hopefully some motivation to get in the game, to give the contest idea a shot. And if you've already run one, then you're just going to absolutely love this, because we have some new and creative ways to level up this tactic to, if this sounds even possible, to get even more ROI out of it, which is just crazy to say. Homework. This episode builds on a few episodes we've already released, as well as the ultimate guide to running contests on Facebook with Messenger and ManyChat that we put out, which is just a crazy robust resource, step by step, all the videos. Every single solitary Art Storefronts customer, I think, that's run one of these has gone through that process step by step and looked at those videos, and it can really walk you through it. So if this is the very first episode you're tuning in, and this is the first time that you're hearing about this concept of running contests on Facebook and Instagram with Messenger, then stop the tape, hit the show notes, get those two previous episodes. It won't take you that long to listen to them. At least listen to those, because what I'm going to do going forward from this point, I'm going to assume and reference things as if you've listened to those two earlier episodes, because it's too much to pack into one episode. So go back and listen to those if you haven't. If you have, awesome, let's roll. 3 things. Why a contest? Why now? And why an update? And let's start with why a contest. And if you've listened to those previous episodes, I give my Dances with Wolves analogy, which I love. I really think that these contests tick so many boxes for the photographers and artists out there. The ROI that these things are capable of generating is just astounding. Like, if you're going to do one thing, if you're going to run one marketing tactic all year, this is in the running for that. I mean, it's just an incredibly effective way to grow your Messenger subscribers, which are better than email subscribers. They're incredibly fun for your audience and fans. Everybody likes winning things. They're effective at capturing emails. It generates a ton of engagement for your Facebook page, makes for an incredible ad unit if you're running ads, and then it gets you into the conversations and helps you to build know, like, and trust with your audience, which an argument could be made that is the most important one. It really will help drive the sales. So it's just a great way to grow your following across the board, to grow your audience across the board. Now, that's why a contest. Why now? Fourth quarter is coming, and your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to let as many people in your audience know, as well as the new ones you're about to generate and acquire if you run this, that you're just an amazing resource this holiday buying season. You have unique, incredible, beautiful, creative, stunning photography and art that is ready to be wrapped up, placed under the tree, and absolutely blow away the recipient this holiday season. Now, most of your audience does not likely know you're such an incredible person, such an incredible artist, photographer, merchant, and that you have all of these amazing offerings ready to ship. So for those that don't know that, and even for those that do, it's our job, it's your job to remind them as many ways as possible coming into the fourth quarter, and we have a ton of content coming on that. So I believe an in contest is just an incredible way to remind these future buyers of this very thing, that you're open for business this fourth quarter. Now, why an update? That's why now. Why an update? We've run quite a few of these contests, whether it's us or our customers have been running them and taking a look, and we've learned some new things. We figured out some new tactics, if you will, and you can add these things to your contest, and it'll help you level up your game. Now, not only will these learnings help you get even more ROI out of your efforts, but we have a new sort of fourth quarter twist, call it, which we think is pretty incredible. It's something that, admittedly, we've not tested it yet. But, you know, we're what are we, September 12th when I'm recording this. And so I wanted to get this episode out, ship it, let you listen to it. If it's something that you're inclined to do this holiday season, at least you have the idea in your head and you can start taking whatever steps necessary to execute on getting it done. So I wanted to put this idea in your head. That's why the update. And I hope you're strongly considering it. Now, what will follow in the podcast are the new tactical updates that we recommend you put into place. Also, as we like to do, we're going to be running this entire new set of tactics and ideas in a brand new case study in the next couple of weeks. I've gone back, teamed up with my same buddy, Art Storefronts customer, Mathieu, Laca, again for the case study. I really want to run this with a photographer, and I tried, but scheduling issues just kind of came up. And with Mathieu, he knows me, I know him, we've worked together, I have access to everything, so it just really speeds the execution speed. So want to get this episode in the tank, want you to start thinking about your fourth quarter strategy. And you know, as soon as Matthew's contest is in the water, if you are an email subscriber or you are a messenger subscriber, I'll ping you and say, hey, here it is. His contest is live. You can opt in. You can check it out. You can touch it. You can taste it. You can see how we run them, what you think about it. And I think that'll really help crystallize and help you visualize, give you some ideas. So that's coming soon. So look out for that update via email or messenger. So I want to start with a conceptual point on this, and then I'll get right into the tactical. And you know, I would say one of the things I get knocked about a lot on the show is, Patrick, you're not even an artist. You don't sell art. You don't sell photography. What the heck do you know about selling and marketing art? Totally get that, by the way. Totally valid criticism. You're right. I'm not. I don't. Amateur photographer. But I'm not selling my art. So you're right there. But let me just embrace that by saying, fine, you're right. I'm not. But guess what that makes me? I'm a consumer. I'm a purchaser of art, which I am. So your job this holiday season, I would argue, is to convince me and my brethren that my hard-earned, soon-to-be departing my wallet holiday dollars should flow from my wallet to you, and your art should be going on my wall. And I think a fantastic way to do that, as us consumers are such visual people, is to help me visualize things, to help me visualize what I might get by doing business with you and buying some of your art. And I think if you listen to an earlier episode about the last contest with Mathieu Laca we ran, or in this case, if you watch the videos that we used inside of his messenger bot, I'll put those videos in the show notes, actually. So if you haven't seen them, you can see them. But, you know, Mathieu, the contest was winning a metal print, and Mathieu held up this beautiful metal print of Samuel Beckett, which, by the way, awesome, is a piece that now hangs in American actor Josh Brolin's house, as he bought the original. So this was a print. Anyway, this is a print, but when he was holding this piece up, and it looks shiny and brand new, and the light is just gently chroming off of it as he's holding it and tilting it back and forth and showing the back, it was just so profoundly compelling of a video. It really kind of just switched some light bulbs in my head. And I think, you know, I've mentioned before in this podcast, I think the classic and often cited marketing case study of old, in which a drill bit company was selling 3/4 inch drill bits. and they were struggling at marketing them. And a sharp marketer came to them, or they went to the marketer, and he asked the company, all right, guys, tell me what you're selling. They replied, we're selling 3/4-inch drill bits, to which he promptly replied, no, you're not. You're selling 3/4-inch holes. The point being, understand what it is that you are selling and clearly communicate it to your customer. Help them visualize what it is and what they're going to get. And I find that to be such a poignant reminder when attempting to market things. I think about it often. And, to go on a side rant, it's why I love our new AR, augmented reality feature so much. And if you've not seen it, it allows you to project your art on the wall, i.e. for your customer to visualize the 3/4-inch holes, right? The art on the wall, what they're actually going to get. It's not a static image on a web page, not framed, not hanging where it's supposed to be. And, in terms of features, like, everywhere in marketing land, everywhere in technology, everyone's releasing new features all the time. Lots of people get the shiny object syndrome. Ooh, let's go try that. It's going to be so big. Totally get that. Totally understand why some people think the augmented reality is that. But what we've learned, what's kind of sort of been profound learnings from our customers, is where it's playing the biggest role now, currently, as it's still such a nascent and new piece of technology, is when a sale is really close and the artist or photographer is communicating with their buyer, and the buyer is struggling figuring out which piece they want and what size, and maybe they want a smaller size or maybe they want a bigger size. They don't know. They're waffling around. And our customers are calling these potential buyers and saying, hey, I've got this new technology. Let me walk you through how it works and think through the walls and where you are. And they're finding that's an incredibly effective way to get the deal done, to get the ball over the finish line. And so it touches on this concept of being able to visualize the final product, the 3/4-inch hole. So I think that's an amazing learning. So what was the point of that side rant? How can we apply this to our contest idea? So here's my idea for execution of this, and I'm absolutely going to be running this in Matthew's case. So let me kind of just give you his situation as I explain this and lay it all out so it has a real world example. So for his situation, we're going to stick to metal prints as the giveaway. The market is just really, really hot for metal right now, and one of its biggest strong suits is that it comes ready to hang. There's nothing to unroll. There's no trip to the frame shop. You're not going to be buying a gift for someone that is going to take the giftee some additional dollars, time, energy, and effort to reach the gift's final and completed state. And yeah, I love metal. Now, I would advise that if you are offering prints, that metal prints are a fantastic medium to promote this fourth quarter. Now, I get in many situations, if metal does not suit your particular situation, or you just flat out loathe metal, hear that sometimes too, or if you're just selling originals, or if you're doing sculpture, well, then you have to take the conceptual from this episode and adjust it to taste. Unfortunately, there's not a one-size-fits-all situation. So for his case, we're going to stick to metal. And yes, I love canvas and fine art paper too. Of course, I love originals as well. But when you're talking about those items, oftentimes you're talking about frames or other situations that make them ready to hang. And remember, we're harping on this visualization concept. So a disclaimer of sorts, which is important again, is this visualization. Now, it's not really a disclaimer, but just visualization. We want to make it as easy as possible for our customers to be able to both visualize this particular piece of art as a gift they can win, plus a gift they can give. The holidays are coming, right? We all know what's coming. As consumers, as participants in the holiday situation, there's some sort of undefined date that happens in the fourth quarter where all of a sudden life switches into crazy mode, right? It happens for all of us. The holiday events and the parties and the commitments and the kids are out of school and travel, it just becomes crazy town. The last thing that we're looking to do is purchase something that's going to take even more of that precious time up. So this concept works on that. It allows people to visualize the end product. So that's where this particular idea had its genesis. For Matthew's contest, let me explain what we're going to do. He's ordered 3 metal prints, which are en route to him currently. All 3 metal, his 3 best sellers, all are art ready to hang. They've got the hanging mechanism on the back. They are ready to go on the wall. During the contest, we're going to have a first place, second place, and third place winners. in the video material we create. Video, by the way, don't let that scare you. This is going to be shot selfie style. Well, he's going to have somebody hold the phone, but with his phone, with his iPhone or Android phone, which the whole world has for the most part. So don't think you need special video equipment or a video guy. Even you can do it with your cell phone. One of the metal prints is going to be, so he's giving away 3, right? So in the video, he's going to be showing off the 2 metal prints, and then the cell phone camera is going to pan down, and at the Christmas tree in his studio, the 3rd print is going to be wrapped up with wrapping paper, with a bow, and a card on it. He's going to show off the first 2, and then he is absolutely going to unwrap that 3rd one, his bestseller, unwrap the 3rd one right there on video, and let everybody see this. Now, the details are sort of TBD on his particular contest, but do you kind of get that visual component? Do you see what we're doing there? Not only are you showing off this beautiful piece of art under the tree, but you're unwrapping it right there on camera, and people are getting to see the unveiling, so to speak. And by the way, this is a huge thing on the internet. On the internet, they call it unboxing. It's like I don't even know what you would call it, a phenomenon, so to speak. But there, all you have to do is fire up YouTube, type unboxing, and you'll see so many videos. And it's this concept where people love the unveiling ceremony. They get some new gadget, this, that, or the other, and the box comes, and they slowly open the box, and they narrate as they take it out and do all of these things. People love these videos. It is a thing. It's absolutely a thing. And so we're borrowing on that. We're water skiing behind that concept, already working a little bit in this situation. So that's what unwrapping the print is. You are firmly placing the visual in your customer's mind. You can purchase from me, get something that is ready to hang on your wall. Here's what it looks like wrapped up. Isn't this amazing, right? So that's the idea. That's the update. That's what we're going to be doing. And, I want as many people in my audience, as many new people as I can get my art in front of to be able to do that, to visualize that the art is ready to buy this holiday season. It's not some static image on a web page or on your Facebook page or on Instagram. It is there. It's physical. It's on video. It's wrapped. It's got a card and a bow, and it's under the tree. So I think the contest in this fashion, with these visualization techniques thrown in, is just going to be an absolute home run way to do it this 4th quarter. In Matthew's case, again, he has a very mature and robust originals and commissions portion of his business, where he's weak as he wants to grow his print business. And so this contest is laser focused, designed to do that. And you guys can run the exact same thing. So for you, the question becomes, does your audience know you're open for business this holiday season? Are you going to remind them in a creative way? Are you a photographer that's been shooting portraits and now wants to start selling fine art prints? This is just a great way to let your list know and to visualize. And so to really, for whatever type of art you're selling, even if you're selling originals, you have to get a little bit creative with the process, what you're going to give away in the contest. But the concept of visualization, you can do your own creative version of it. The idea is that gift that's just ready to go. It's under the tree. It's ready, right? It's going to be amazing. All right. So we're on board with that part, let's just say. Let's talk about the tactical, about how we're going to get even more ROI out of the marketing efforts. I am very aware that there's a lot of moving pieces in these contests. They're a big marketing operation and steps and everything else. And so we're always looking for ways that we can derive more ROI, more return on investment out of these techniques. And I've got some fantastic ones that we've learned. So, we've run a few of these. We've also gleaned some insights off a bunch of other people doing them in marketing land. Running these contests is still very much on the cutting edge. Even contemplating running one will place you among the absolute elite in terms of photographer and art marketers. So here's what we've learned. Number 1, engagement, and more engagement. And I think, the number 1 reason I love these contests so much is the ROI, like I've mentioned, that you get is just so incredibly high. And one of the ways this manifests itself, just one of so many, is the increased engagement it creates for your Facebook page. The way that these contests work, in order for people to enter, they have to leave a comment on your Facebook post, and that puts them into the bot experience. Due to so many people leaving these comments on the post, that sends signals to Facebook that your particular post is a high-value piece of content and that they should show it to more people. And again, the best example I can give you is, when somebody gets engaged or married or had their first child or accomplished some amazing feat, you notice how you see that post? Not only do you see that post, you end up seeing it like each time that you log into Facebook or Instagram, even for a few days. Like, Facebook looks at those engagement signals. It looks at those likes, those comments, those shares, and it will continue to push your organic free reach. So read, more comments you have, the more free reach, the further your post is going to go, the more eyeballs, the more audience, the more attention. More comments equals more reach. Now, what's great is this already happens naturally as a result of them needing to leave a comment to opt in, which is fantastic. So a new technique we've been using to great level of success to get even more comments is the following. And if I had to throw a name at it, I'd call it, the comment conversational hack. Let's use an example. So let's just say you've got your post, and I'll use Matthew's example. He gave away a post to Samuel Beckett. And so it's like, all right, hey, your Facebook post would say something along the lines of, interested in winning my free print of Samuel Beckett? Great. Let me know what you love about him in the comments, and I'll follow up with you in Messenger, let's just say, as an example. So you start getting comments where people are talking about Samuel Beckett, who, by the way, he was an Irish playwright, poet, author, theater director. That's who Samuel Beckett was. So after they leave a comment to enter, let's just say, yes, let's say it's me, Patrick, leaving the comment. I love Samuel Beckett. He's awesome. I love his books. So before, in the previous version of our contest tactic, you would maybe respond to that comment with a heart or a thumbs up or an emoji, and that would be placed into the bot experience and go on with the contest. And that worked fantastic. So the new tactic, the new hack, let's just say, instead of doing that, I left the comment again. I love Samuel Beckett. I love his books. So before, if you would have just responded with an emoji, thanks for entering, all of that. What if you responded with, Patrick, thanks so much for entering. What is your favorite Samuel Beckett book, by the way? Question mark. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to end up responding to that comment. I'm probably going to respond to that comment with, my favorite book, personally, I have one in my notes now. I can't remember what it is. I don't know anywhere near enough about Beckett, but what is my favorite book? It's such and such. Oh, you respond again. That's your favorite book? You should totally read this one. This one's my all-time favorite. And what you're doing there is you're taking an individual comment on your post and you're turning it into a conversation by asking open-ended questions. You've just started a conversation in the Facebook comments. They might reply. Perhaps you reply again. Sometimes it can go back and forth a few times. You can continue to ask these open-ended questions. Yeah, that book is so great. By the way, did you know that he wrote in both English and French? No, I didn't know that. That's amazing. I know, he's so talented. Maybe they say, okay, Matthew, thanks. It's Patrick here. Greetings from California. I love Beckett. You respond, thanks for entering, Patrick. What part of California are you from? I respond, I'm from Orange County. You respond, I love OC. What part? The point is, you look for opportunities to start some conversations on the post itself in the Facebook comments. Now, there will be a number of conversations in there. Sometimes it's people you can ask an open-ended question, and sometimes it's whatever the case may be. It's you ask open-ended questions, you start the conversations. You do this throughout the duration of the contest, and what ends up happening is, in our previous scenario, what we used to advocate you do, you're going to 5x, 4x, 5x, 6x, 7x, even 10x the amount of comments that you have on the post. What that is going to do is tell Facebook this thing is amazing, and the result of that, you're going to get a whole heck of a lot of free organic reach, more eyeballs, more people seeing it, more likes, more comments, more people into your bot, and yes, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, more sales. So run this particular comment conversational hack. It's extremely powerful. If it sounds a little tedious, let me dissuade you from that right away. It's absolutely a little tedious to do it. But the point is, we're spending all this time, energy, and effort to run this contest. We want to get the most ROI out of it possible. There's going to be some work. It's not going to be easy, but if you do this, I'm telling you, it will charge this post up so crazy that you're really going to get some tremendous mileage out of it in a whole bunch of different ways. That's number one, engagement, more engagement. Let's get on to number two, and this one's profound as well. The multiple entries hack. You guessed it. You give folks multiple entries into the contest. You ask them to do this inside your bot, and you can, talk about supercharging ROI. It just, that's why I love these things so much. There's so many opportunities. So let me give you for example, the instance. In your bot experience, once they opt in, I say my comment about Samuel Beckett. You say, thanks for entering, type win enter, whatever, all that. Listen to the previous episodes of The Tactical. Once they're in the bot experience, you ask them, hey, Patrick, thanks so much for entering. I just wanted to let you know you have the option of getting up to 7 additional entries if you like. Do you want more entries? And you put a little button there that says yes. They click the yes button. Okay, great, Patrick. If you go back to the post, you can tag up to 3 friends in the comments, and I'll give you 1 additional entry per tag. That would be 1. Okay, Patrick, you can also get an entry if you provide me your email address. I promise I won't spam you. That's an additional entry. Okay, Patrick, if you like my Instagram page, I'm going to check that you did. I'm going to check that you followed me. That is 1 additional entry. You provide a button and a link to your Instagram page. Hey, Patrick, if you like my Facebook page, I will provide 1 additional entry. You place a button for your Facebook page. You can throw just about anything in here, any task that you would like them to complete, and you provide additional entries into the contest if they complete them. And is everybody going to do it? No, not everybody's going to do it, but let me tell you, a whole lot of people are going to do it. So you've got them into your contest. You've now got them as a messenger subscriber. They've gone back to the post and tagged 3 of their friends, or maybe you ask them to share the post. They've given you their email address. Now you've picked up an Instagram follower. Now you've picked up a Facebook follower. Now that person has 7 entries into the contest. Amazing. Amazing to think about the ROI that you can get out of this. Number 3, that was a multiple entries hack. Number 3, there's no other word for it than Inception. Great movie, amazing soundtrack, fantastic movie, really. If you saw the movie or if you don't remember it, it's this concept of a world inside of a world inside of a world, Inception, right? Really, really creative and cool. How does it apply to our contest? So let's revisit our normal playbook. What was the contest playbook up till now? We run the contest. We announce the winners. When it ends, we send out a broadcast to our new subscriber list, offering them a discount that expires to get a deal on your art. 3 steps, right? Run it, announce the winners, send a coupon code to everybody at the very end. So here's the twist. Here's where the Inception comes in now. What I like to do is give an additional opportunity to purchase your art at a discount during the course of the contest. So before, there was nothing until the end. It's just adding an additional step. So I enter. I've got all my entries. I've got 7 entries in there. You schedule a broadcast. You time the broadcast a certain period of time after they've entered the contest. And you're like, hey, Patrick, thanks again for entering the contest. If you're anything like me, this is just some sample copy I might use. If you're anything like me, you never win anything. So let me give you a bonus opportunity if you're interested. You see a button that says, yes, tell me I'm interested. They click the button. Patrick, for the duration of the contest, to spice things up a bit, make things interesting and fun, I'm going to give you a special discount of X% off anything store-wide. Here's the catch. The deal expires the minute the contest ends. When it's gone, it's gone. You then give them a special coupon code for the remainder of the contest. Something to think about, right? Now, they don't necessarily know that you're also going to give them an opportunity, a coupon code at the very end of the contest. But now this just gives them another layer to think about, to potentially purchase. And in my tests so far, you actually get some purchases. You get some people in there that you're like, you know what? he's right. I never win anything. This is a pretty sweet deal. I just visualize this thing being unwrapped under the tree. It looks pretty awesome. The holidays are coming. My life is going to be a chaos pit. I might as well just buy this thing now. It's going to be shipped. It's going to be one less thing. You know, if you're like my wife who gets all the shopping done months and months and months ahead of time, good on you. If you're that type of person, I admire you people so much. I'm a procrastinator. Last minute, it's terrible. I need to stop. If you're that person, they might just say, you know what? I'm gonna take the easy money. I'm gonna take the safe bet. I'm gonna take my 20-30% off, whatever it is, whatever coupon code you like, free shipping, 15, whatever. And I'm just gonna get that thing wrapped up under the tree that I just saw. That is amazing. Oh my gosh, what a great gift for so and so. My hubby's gonna love it. Boom, done. So you now sort of have a contest, a deal, a coupon running inside of the contest, which is really, really profound. And there's so many different ways that you can get creative with that. The important conceptual there is you've done all this work up front. You've created this contest. You've made these videos. You made this broad experience. And you've responded to a myriad of comments. You're having all these conversations. You've got their attention. And let me tell you, I can guarantee you have their attention from the time that you first capture it, at least until you announce that winner, because everybody wants to know who the winner is. So if you're in that situation, why not capitalize on that rapt attention that you have? You've got them. So give them a deal, give them an opportunity. And those are the 3 tactical ways that I think offer an absolutely profound level up to this contest idea. Let me sum things up. I get it, Patrick. This all sounds so incredibly complicated. How in the wide world of sports am I supposed to accomplish something like this? I totally get that. A few things. You don't have to come out of the gates the first time and run a contest as complicated as this. I would say, like most of what we teach, on this podcast, there's a lot of moving pieces. It takes some time to wrap your head around all of it. Here's the good news. You're a photographer. You're an artist. And you're likely going to be one for the rest of your lives. This is the long game. That's the game we play. It's the only game that we advocate for. That's the sport that we're in. Nothing good comes easy. It takes time, and you've got time. You've got time. So I believe that these contests are quite literally one of the highest leverage techniques that exist in marketing right now, and I don't think that's going to change for the foreseeable future. You know, in terms of timing, I would advocate that you run, everybody adjust for taste, but at least one of these a year, fourth quarter, even up to one a quarter. I think one a quarter is like a very good natural feeling. One contest a quarter throughout the year, every year, don't stop, foreseeable future. And so when you take a step back and you think about that and you're like, okay, the contest is really just something I'm going to bolt into my marketing. It's something that's going to take me some time to learn. I've got years to master it. And maybe you run 3 or 4, then at the fourth quarter next year, we're giving you some new techniques and tactics, but you've already got the measure of it. That is just such a great place to be in. So that's your job, is just to go for it. Run one. Run what you can. Take a piece at a time. Learn from your mistakes and get better at running them, right? Level up your contest game with each one you run. And it's been so great for me to see our customers who are now on, sometimes their 3rd or 4th or even 5th one that they've run since we've started advocating for this and teaching. And I see them getting better and better at it each time. Sure, there's mistakes in the beginning, but it warms the cockles of my heart. I tell you, it really does, to see them running them and to go through them myself, which I always do. So you can do this. You can take the time to learn it and master it. It'll work for you if you give it an honest shot. And I think it will place you firmly among the photography and art marketing elite. And I think that's a serious edge. It's not to be discounted. And it's definitely, something that I want you loyal podcast listeners to consider. And again, we've got multiple podcasts, as well as the aforementioned step-by-step ultimate video guide that walks you through all of it step by step and broken down videos. It's really, really easy. You're not going to wonder or want, what do I do next? It's all in there. So the most important takeaway is the fourth quarter is coming. If you can throw a contest into your marketing efforts this season, if you can help your buyers visualize your art ready to wrap, sitting under the tree, I think you're going to have a great fourth quarter. So for all the above mentioned resources, the links, the videos, et al., You can search Google for the Art Marketing Podcast, or you can pull out your phone and search Messenger for Art Storefronts, often the bot. Get it that way. Thanks for listening. And wait, before I forget, might as well tease what's next. So next, we're going to be coming up with even more. Get ready for the fourth quarter with updates to our fourth quarter marketing playbooks, which are primarily email based, have some Facebook ads bolted into them. We've got some new twists for those as well. It's going to be really exciting. So look for those episodes coming next. And let's do this. Let's make this the best fourth quarter ever. I would say that the economy, by all measures, looks to be doing better than it has in years. So art sales are going to be up. They're just going to be up. The question is, are they going to be yours? Thanks for listening. Have a great day.